So I've been single for a really long time, you know. It's been about 5 years, and I get myself into these like little small relationships, and you know, people come to me and they ask me for advice, and I hear women talk about the relationships that they get in and how they shouldn't show their feelings to a man because men tend to walk over or take advantage of women that they feel like they can control. You know, men always say they want to have power, they want to lead, you know, women should be more like women. But what I want fellas to understand is when women are vulnerable around you, sometimes they feel like you will take advantage of that and steer them in the wrong direction. See, women, we want you to lead. Of course we do. You know, you're men. And a lot of us respect that. As women, we respect that about you. But we don't want to let a dumbass man lead us. You know, if you make good decisions and you know where you're going and you know where you're headed, a woman will be happy to let you lead and let you have as much control and power as you like. But a lot of men want to have control and power over women, but steer these women in a horrible direction. So you have to understand, you have to try to figure out what kind of man you are first before you can sit there and try to tell a woman, you know, what kind of woman she needs to be for you. What kind of man are you? Are you doing what you're supposed to do on a day-to-day basis, and are you encouraging this woman to do better? See, a lot of men have the same problem women have. You're blaming new woman for old woman stuff. You gotta stop that, definitely, because we're not all the same. You know, not all men are the same. You gotta want to be a good man. Like, a lot of men feel like being a good man means they gotta give up a lot of their life for a lot of their own control or their own power, but that's not always the case. You don't have to let go of who you are as an individual when you're with the right woman. The idea that you can even control another human being completely is all part of your imagination, because to be honest with you, you can only have a bit of control to an extent. It's not like someone's gonna let you have like full control over them as a human being. Still, at the end of the day, this person gets to decide whether or not they're gonna do whatever it is that you're asking them to do. And I believe wholeheartedly that men are gonna be men. You know, men are gonna make decisions, women are gonna make decisions, and whether you agree or not to actually go along with whatever, it's up to you. And you know, fellas, you need to give women room to have their own opinion as well. So you can lead, you can be a man of the household, you can, you know, control a lot of the things that's happening in the house, but a woman needs to also have say. You can't just control everything and what she wants or what she feels or thinks. It just needs to be disregarded. Here's one thing that I hate that some men do. If a woman is telling you how she feels, okay, and you're still behaving the same way after she's told you 300 times not to do this, and maybe you're apologizing along the way, but you're still behaving the same way you were behaving before you apologized. When she comes to you again to tell you how she feels, your response is, don't start. Really? Don't start. What a way to shut out a person. That's the number one way to get a person to not even want to deal with you altogether. Like, who wants to be around a person they can't converse with or share their feelings with? Like, if you can't be yourself around the person that you're in a relationship with, or the person you trying to share your life with, or the person you know, having sex with or building with, then what's the point of you being with this person? You got to pretend to be something else the whole time? That's what I don't understand. Inside of these relationships, these women are saying, well, I don't want to show my feelings, or I don't want to let him know I'm all the way into him. Well, you're not truly being yourself inside of the relationship. So why even be with this person? If you are afraid to be yourself, you're pretending the whole time, making this man fall in love with something you're not. So that's a lose-lose situation right there. That relationship is going to be over soon. So it's important that you be yourself. Remember that. And fellas, be more understanding and accepting of women, because you put this pressure on us to be perfect for you. We're human beings too. We get sick, we get sad, we get fearful, you know, we hurt too, we get vulnerable. And men tend to forget this or judge us for being this way. If a woman is emotional, or she's vulnerable, or she's sensitive, don't make fun of her for being that way. That's just who she is. Accept that about her, or keep it moving to another woman who isn't. And I'm here to tell you that majority of women are. The term emotional that you use to coin when we're expressing our emotions, because you lack the strength and courage to do such a thing, just does nothing but makes us want to shut in or go find another man that can listen to us. You know, when we're talking about what we need as a woman, you are a man and there are things that you want as a man, and I suggest that you express those things and be more accepting of a woman when she's trying to tell you this is what I need as a woman. And I think your relationships will be a lot healthier.